At the start of life, we are taught that money does not grow on trees and that you need a job to be successful. Later, we are addicted to our phones and get exposed to social media, making us even weaker. Then we follow the rat race and work a 9 to 5. That is what the economy and government want, to make you a worker. This is how the economy makes you into a worker. In early life, we go to school to learn what the government wants us to learn. We learn things like reading and writing, which are useful. But a big flaw is the way school is taught. We have to go sit down and listen to the teacher and not talk. These practices are made to make us into people who follow instructions and orders, like an employee. School teaches us to follow orders and work for the rich. The American school system was funded by John D. Rockefeller because the rich needed some workers to operate factories. I mean, imagine a free place where parents can drop their kids off for the rest of the day. That made parents encourage school, thinking that will help their child succeed. Mark Zuckerberg and many more went on to create billions without even getting a degree, which shows that the system doesn't need to be followed to make you money. You see, the school system does not teach about taxes or how to apply for a mortgage or to invest. That is because the people funding these schools want workers that don't know anything about money, not their competitors. By influencing a child's decision in early lives can make them more unconscious about the world and how things work. Social media. Although social media can have a lot of perks and help you make billions, it brainwashes your brain and makes you less focus of your life and make bad decisions. This greatly impacts your success and gets your brain into a very bad development and mindset. By being so unaware of the world, you will likely go to work at a low-paying job. And thanks to school, you will be stuck like that for a while. 3. Then you go on and want to work at a professional level. You want to work and get a degree in some field you think will lead you to success. But there are so many people with even doctor's degrees doing nothing with their lives because of school and social media influencing their decision. So like that, you will end up working the rest of your life. But that is not all. 4. The 9 to 5 job. With the 9 to 5 job, you don't make much and end up spending your money on unnecessary purchases. And with social media making you addicted, you get much worse. With the economy pushing you to follow the government, you get brainwashed. Employees are basically slaves, and social media makes it much worse. The government enforces laws that are unnecessary. I mean, forcing your child to go to school is just plain bad. It's meant to scare people off and listen to the government. Big corporations. It's no wonder that you are set to be a slave, but big corporations that want workers do evil and tedious stuff. Big corporations can pay the government to enforce rules, making our lives miserable. BlackRock is a company that has more than $9 trillion in assets. So if BlackRock wanted to replace a president or a ruler with such power, it could. BlackRock owns stocks in a lot of companies, so BlackRock could be a threat to companies by BlackRock selling their stocks, making investors panic and sell their stocks too, causing the stock price to fall rapidly. They are the companies that control the world. This can make it so that stupid government laws are placed preventing you from achieving your goals and getting stuck in the rat race. So don't blame yourself if you hate your life, because there are billions of people out there just like you. That is how companies control you. How the world is changing. With the revolution of AI, it has made it one step easier for scammers to scam people. And also big businesses are using it to their advantage. Businesses can generate ads made with AI. But what does that have to do with the government controlling us? You see, human psychology is the trick to make people buy your product. So businesses use AI-made products that can be made with no money and sell it to people for higher prices. This is a big scam and problem that the world is worried about. With the revolution of AI, businesses can control you more. And scams can be automated, making the scammer a lot of money. 7. How governments make money out of laws. With governments training you to be an employee, governments can take part in scams and make money with the scams. You see, the U.S. has more than $30 trillion in debt, but the U.S. is not worried about it because most of the money they have in debt is from the Fed, that is part of the government. So the U.S. cannot pay back the trillions it has in debt because the government can get a loan from the Fed, so the Fed prints money and gives it to the government. Because the Fed is a part of the government can choose not to pay it back. This means that cash is a big scam. And if the government can print it, why would you save it? Some people don't invest in Bitcoin because they think it is very risky because it has to be backed, but cash has nothing protecting it too. 8. How governments can do anything. You see, governments can print money, make laws, and enforce school, making you into a worker. So governments have power over your money and many more. So it is important to invest in stuff that does not have any government control. For information on how to grow your wealth, click this video. I'll see you there.